I tested Roblox ads and it got me to 190 concurrent players. So here's what I did. But first of all, the game I made is Squid Game. Yes. And the reason for that is, well, the Roblox page is full of Squid Game nowadays and they're just the most popular games right now. So let's get to advertising. The first thing I had to do was buy the ad credits. So you had to buy 10 minimum, which was 2,850 Robux. And that's what I did. So let's press buy, your ad credit purchase is final. And there we go. And now let's create the campaign. So my friends and I made this game in a few days, just to see if brainrot games can actually get players and make you money. So of course the objective was to get visits, not awareness. And for the daily budget, we were gonna put 1, but the minimum is 5, so we had no other choice than to put 5 over 2 days. And it was basically 1 day because Roblox used the calendar dates instead of the actual 24 hours. And lastly, there was the advertiser name and the campaign name, which I just called Glassbridge. And now onto probably the most important part of this campaign, which was this page. So we chose sponsored experience and I'm pretty sure that's the best one you can do. And for the regions, we decided to choose mainly the English speaking ones. Now we weren't too sure about this, but this was what we decided to try. So these are all the ones that we chose. Now again, I'm not too sure if this is the best option, but I'm just showing you what we did. And then there was ages, where we picked all of them. And for the device, we put mobile, tablet and desktop. But we weren't too sure and we actually removed desktop later on. And lastly, there was the bidding. So this was basically the maximum amount of ad credits that this campaign would spend for each play that you get on your game. And although the lower you put the amount, the further your game will be on the right, so it's harder to find. We decided to put 0.01 because we wanted to get the maximum plays possible. And for the third and final page was this, just choosing the experience. So this was the game, and for the image we decided to add red eyes to the doll instead, because why not? And we named it Extreme Squid Game. So here's what it looks like with the red eyes. And it's time to submit. So submission is final, can't be changed. And there we go. So now, like for part 2. Yeah, I'm just kidding. So while I'm waiting, let me just show you what the game is like, because I haven't actually shown you what the game is. I just realized I recorded without audio while editing, so let me just join the game and actually show you this time. So first we had the products on the left, which you could buy. And there were also things on the right, which were like abilities, kind of. And then there's the car, which you could just use to drive to the end. And this was 10k cash or 100 Robux. But for some reason it wasn't working here, but I could have sworn it was working when we had the game published. Anyways, we also added this sign to like and favorite, and I'm not gonna show you the leaderboards just yet, just so I don't spoil how many people actually joined. So let me show you the gameplay. Oh, and each time you died, there was a chance for it to show you this pop-up to favorite, or the invite button. So here's what the game is like. Yes, we had goofy death sounds. I think the game is pretty unique because I haven't seen a mix between red light, green light and the Glassbridge game. There might be one, but I personally haven't joined any. So yeah. So after about maybe like 30 minutes, I checked the ads manager and it had started to get impressions. And our first person joined, which was this person on top of me. And so that meant Roblox has begun advertising or showing the game on the front page. And more people kept joining very slowly. And surprisingly, some of them actually stayed and they actually played the game. So if I refresh the page, you can see that we are at 5 active right now. And as for the ads manager, it's only at 200 impressions and it barely used any ad credits. So at this point we had like 8 people, well, including me and my friend, but still a good amount. And I didn't really expect them to play the game. I thought they would just join and leave after maybe a minute or two. And while some of them did do that, there were people who were actually playing and I guess enjoying the game. And just look at how many people were at the top bar, like the progress bar. The server had a bunch of people. And so if I check the ads manager, it had 47 plays, above 3,000 impressions, and a good amount of active players. And we also had 59 badges, which meant 59 unique people joined the game. But this was only at 0.34 ad credits, so the advertising had just begun. It just kept growing more and more, and we eventually reached this many people in the server, which was quite a lot. And you can see on the leaderboard there were over 50 people. The wins one was broken for now, but don't worry, we fixed it later on. And yeah, it was quite chaotic trying to fix things while a bunch of people were in the server. And then we reached 92 active with over 400 badges. And if you look at the servers, there were like 10 servers or something. And every time I refreshed the page, the active players just kept going up. So this was like the peak, or almost the peak. And if we look at the ads manager, it used around half of the ad credits for the day. So it was spending 5 each day and it used 2.5. And I even found my own twin, which was very surprising. I took a screenshot, as you can see. And now this was where we actually peaked at 190, just as you saw in the intro. And we had a lot of servers and a lot of badges. So that was pretty much it for day 1, because I was actually recording this around 12 AM. And I thought we would have to wait until tomorrow to see the campaign use the rest of the credits. But as soon as it turned 12, it actually already started using them. So this is where we left off yesterday, and you can just see how many people joined since that time. But that wasn't all. This was about 8.8 ad credits. So let me just show you the final result. So this is about a week later, and of course we had 0 active. We had over 1.7k badges, which is pretty good. And yep, there's the one in the servers. Then if we go to the ads manager, we got around 115,000 impressions, and our play rate was 1.37%, which I think is considered pretty high. So now, the part you've all been waiting for. How much Robux did we actually make from this? So if I go to our analytics, you can see that our total Robux made was a whopping 21 Robux. Yep, that's all we made. So if you calculate our total profit, we spent 2,850 and got 21, which leaves us at a profit of negative 2,829. So I hope you enjoyed this video that we spent all our Robux on, and consider subscribing and leaving a like so I can make more videos. Bye!